Hi again, 110 friends. This is our last video. Whoa, I almost fell off the couch. This is our last video for the week. I know you're excited for lesson 3 of Trig, finding a missing angle of a right triangle using Trig. Okay, let's just review again in case we've forgotten. The sine is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. The cosine is equal to the adjacent over the hypotenuse, and your tangent is equal to your opposite over your adjacent. So what we need to do is first check again, always important, punch a button on your calculator. Make sure your calculator is in degree mode. We went over that in lesson video 2. Please check it on your calculator and make sure you're in the right mode. Since we're finding a missing angle today, different than yesterday, we were looking for sides. When we're finding a missing angle, we must use the inverse keys on our calculator. Those are like the sine to the -1, or cosine to the -1, or tan to the -1. And you can access those keys by hitting the second button on your graphing calculator, or the shift button, depending on how old your calculator is. So like in the first examples, here's my calculator. We're going to try to find the tangent of theta, which is equal to 2.0503. We're going to round our answer to the nearest degree because we're actually finding the measure of the angle that would have that tangent. So I'm going to hit, after I turn my calculator on, I'm going to hit second tan, and I'm going to type in 2.0503. Super important that it says tan to the -1. Hopefully you can see that. And then you're going to hit enter. And it read to me 63.999 and so on. So if I round degree, it's actually 64 degrees. I'm going to do the same thing for the cosine example. I'm going to hit second cosine and type in 0.6820. And when I hit enter, I get 46.9998, which rounded to the nearest degree is 47 degrees. Okay, so now that we have our using the keys correctly, let's check and actually apply it to a problem. So again, we're going to find the missing angle. Whenever we're finding an angle, we're going to round it to the nearest degree. If we're finding a missing side, like yesterday, we rounded to the nearest tenth, but we're going to go with degrees for angles. So we set these up the same way. This little question mark is my reference angle in the picture. The 51 is the opposite, and this is the hypotenuse. So if I'm using trig functions, O and H are going to be sine. When I set up though today, the sine of x, because that's what I'm actually looking for, is the angle, is equal to 51 over 55, opposite over hypotenuse. Instead of cross multiplying like I did yesterday, I'm going to have to use those inverse keys. So sine to the -1 of the ratio 51 divided by 55 is going to give me what the measure of the angle is. So now I just hit simply second sine button, 51 divided by 55 in the calculator. And if I hit enter, I end up getting x is equal to 68.013 and so on. I'm rounding to the nearest degree, so it's approximately 68 degrees. Oh, that was fun. Let's try another one. So here's my reference angle with the question mark. This is my opposite, and this is my adjacent. So I'm going to do the tangent this time. So tan of x is equal to 29 over 38. Again, I don't want to cross multiply because I'm actually looking for the angle, and that angle is attached to the function. So I want to go tan to the -1 of 29 divided by 38. That's going to give me the actual angle. So I hit second tan. I type in my fraction, which is 29 divided by 38. Hit the enter button, and I've got 37.349. Blah, blah, blah. And if I round it to the nearest degree, That's approximately 37 degrees. Well, that was super fun, friends, and I hope you're having a great week. That wraps up our week for HV110 Trig. Coming up next week, we have some word problems, a little bit of review and mixed practice, and then we're going to be taking a test on E-Doctrina, hopefully, if I can figure that out. So I'm off, signing off. I've been doing work for the last, I don't even know how many days. I haven't even showered or changed my clothes. So I'm going to hope that's a goal of mine today. Hope you have a great day and week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.